Good snap, the hold, the kick is up, the kick is good!
Will be a swing by Kramer, kept alive by Jalbert. Lucas with the attack off the side of the block for the kill.
Cassette, he looks to go off guard, tucks back inside to the A gap, and he gets in for the touchdown.
Harrington, angle, off a touch, diving, Dunbar, holy cats, wow!
Starcevic in the shotgun, play action, looking for a man, has him down the field to his brother Starcevic for the touchdown. It's 31 yards. Jake.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
All right, welcome to Week 3 in high school football across the state of North Dakota. Live here from the city of the skid steer loader in Gwinner, North Dakota. Your live event welcomes you to Melrose Gwinner Field outside of North Sargent High School for a Region 1 versus Region 2 battle in 9-man football in the state of North Dakota. Each team tonight starting out with a win in Week 1 and leaving them both a little short in Week 2. Both teams are at a 1-1 record. We continue with non-region play for both teams with Mayport CG Patriots visiting the Sargent County Bulldogs, who are also celebrating homecoming this week. Hope you all are having a fantastic Friday evening. I am Bryce Hogness and honored to be here this evening. This is the pregame show on your live event. The visiting Patriots are coming off a loss last week, a tough loss to the Hankinson Pirates. They fell short 20-32. And the season opener against Wyndmere-Lidgerwood was a victorious one for the Patriots, where they won the turnover battle and came away with a 32-24 victory over the Warbirds. It's homecoming week here for the Sargent County Bulldogs, and it is also a bit of a homecoming for 8th-year head coach of the Patriots, Adam Sola. I was able to catch up with Coach Sola early this week in preparation for tonight's matchup against the Bulldogs. Eighth-year head football coach of the Mayport CG Patriots, Adam Sola, joins us here for the pregame show on your live event ahead of the week's matchup against the Sargent County Bulldogs. And Coach Sola, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Bryce. Thanks for having us.
You bet. This game's got to be one that's been had a big red circle, I think, maybe on your calendar since the schedule had come out. As a former teacher at North Sargent and former coach for the Bulldogs, what does it mean for you to be back here in Gwinner this week to take on Coach Olson and the Bulldogs?
Yeah, you're exactly right. When found out last year that we were going to be down to 9-man last fall, and that you guys are still going to be 9-man too. And then the schedule came out that we were going to be playing cross-region like we are right now, and this was going to be one of them. There's a big old smile on my face, just like there is right now, thinking about it. The ability to come down there and not just play the program, but be in those communities again is great. And it was even better, nothing against Miller or Sargent Central, but being a Gwinner teacher, being able to be on that field again is going to be a lot of fun for me. Those communities meant an awful lot to me. That's where I was out of college, and learned and grew up and into the adult and into the coach I am now. I don't want to get too much here, but I know I owe Coach Olson an awful lot. I learned an awful lot from him. as a coach and as a person, kind of into the teacher and who I am today and the coach that I am today. And I still keep in real good touch with him and a lot of other people down there. So it's going to be great, to bring our kids down there and get to experience that field and that atmosphere, and what Bulldog football is, with the program that they had last year and this year, and then the history, and you're well aware of that, the history that's been there the last, decade and a half. It's a real class program. And so in order to introduce our kids to that and maybe even show off some of our kids, I'm real excited for the opportunity.
For sure. Yeah, it'll be great to have you back here again, Adam, and I'm sure it'll be interesting. You guys probably have a little bit of a feel for each other's mindset a little bit as well, going both ways. So that'll be interesting to see how you guys decide to kind of maybe outcoach each other a little bit and show a few things. But it'll be fun. So back at your first year, again back down at 9-man after going up to 11-man for a year. I'm sure the transition for you has been relatively smooth. Obviously familiar with how that operates as you've been a head coach for several years in the 9-man class. Now the Patriots are sitting at 1-1, a big win over the Warbirds in week 1, followed by a tough loss over to the folks just down the road over in Hankinson, that tough Pirate team. What are some things that you've learned about your team after the first couple of weeks of the season?
We learned a lot about ourselves in that week 1 game against Weimar Lidgewood. All through the off season and coming into that game, I was really telling people that we weren't really probably going to be able to throw the ball very well this year. We just really didn't know what we had at the quarterback position. We didn't really know if we were going to have a ton of receivers that were going to be able to get in space or anything like that. And we've got a really good backfield. A couple of kids in Cutler Peterson and Corbin Schreiner that can really run some kids over if they put their shoulder down and get some space and some speed. And, so we were really thinking we're going to be able to just purely run the ball this year. But we had some good success through the year against Weimar, and we're able to open things up and kind of prove to ourselves that we could be not just that run threat team, but a dual threat team that way. And the nature of that game, if anybody has watched it, it was a tight one. We were down 16-0 and had to fight back and claw back. And once we had the lead, we had to fight to keep it. And the game ended with Weimar getting the ball, I think, down to like the 2 or the 3 yard line, and for the ability for our kids to be in such a tight game and still come out on top, the attitude and the effort that the boys put in was huge. Yes, it was a little bit of a letdown last week. Anytime you lose a game, it's a little bit of a letdown, but not to make excuses or anything, but we had some injuries last week that played into that. Not to mention some things that we can definitely fix on our team. And we've taken the time this week to make sure that we pay attention to those things and make sure we're better for this week, because we know the schedule's not going to get any easier. Region 1's a tough region. We know that. We were in that region for a lot of years, and Sargent County fits right in with it. They're going to be a physical team. They're going to be a hard team to go against. They're probably going to be a little different than what we've gone against, just throwing the ball a little bit more, but they're going to test us. Every program in Region 1 tests us, so that's going to be a whole lot of fun.
Absolutely. Looking at the film of this year's Sargent County Bulldogs team, what are some areas you see that could be a challenge for you guys?
Like I said, I think they're going to spread the ball out a little bit more on us than either Weimar or Hankinson has. That's nothing against those teams. It's just more their mentality is to run the ball. This year, and I would say in the past, Sargent County's had success running the ball too. Last year I think they were fairly balanced. A couple of games that I did get to watch. But this year they're more on the pass side of things. So our secondary's got to be ready to go. And we've been trying to work in different looks this year so that we're not all in the same thing, so that we can keep quarterbacks and coaches hopefully a little bit on their toes. Anytime you get stagnant on defense, coaches are going to be able to pick you apart, and Olsen will be no different than that. He's going to be able to look and see what we're doing. So we got to be able to change things up and keep them on edge a little bit, and see if we can create some pressure so that he can't be comfortable back there and throw the ball. But at the same time, we're going to have to contain him too, because if we do create the pressure, he's going to move, and we can't allow him to run over the field on us either.
For sure. Many reasons to be excited about this week's game coming up. Thank you for joining us for the pregame show on your live event. Best of luck to you guys this week against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, thanks again, Bryce. I appreciate you having me.
You bet. That was Patriot head coach Adam Sola. We'll return back to the pregame show with starting lineups and previews of the other games around the region after a word from our sponsors.
On Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
I love my decision. I love the smallness of it and how close everyone is. Some of my other friends went to a 4-year school, and I'm going to be done before them, even with 2 degrees and for a lot less money. My name's Casey, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like, every time I go to a meeting, like, everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
All right, welcome back to the pregame show on your live event. Once again, we are in Gwinner, North Dakota, getting ready to kick off the first game of the season at Melrose Gwinner Field. The Sargent County Bulldogs were victorious in their home opener after a slow start, and they had fought back and defeated the Maple River Raiders 36-24 in Hope. And last week, the Bulldogs were up 18-14 at halftime against Griggs Midcoda, but fell short in the end 26-28. I was able to catch up with the 20-year veteran of the football program, head coach Eric Olson, earlier this week. All right, joining us this week ahead of the game against Mayport CG, we've got head coach Eric Olson. Coach, we're back here again. It's homecoming week, and from what I remember, it's your favorite week of the year. And how does it feel to be playing at home again this week after a little bit of traveling here the last couple of weeks?
Well, first off, thanks for having me, Bryce, and thanks for being back behind the microphone again in 2024. Homecoming. We got it earlier this week, and it's on a shortened week with Labor Day week going on. I think our administration's kind of like having it right away and squeezing it down one last day with all the chaos at schools. So, even being on the road and being at home, it kind of presents different challenges and different things that we have to just have to worry about. Different distractions, I guess you want to say. Sometimes it's kind of nice just being on the road and getting into that groove of knowing where we're meeting to leave on Friday, where everybody's where all the equipment, making sure we got all that set up and ready to transport. So now, home game. It's going to be you just have to try to minimize the distractions and make sure that you check all the boxes of getting everything ready to go. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. We're 2 games into the year, and it's early yet. And oddly enough, with the new region layout, we've yet to play a fellow 9-man team in our region here this year. But most of the non-region teams that we've got on the schedule we're familiar with somewhat, right? Last season, they were, of course, in Region 1, so they're not totally foreign to you guys. But starting to see how some teams are matching up with each other, all sorts of nuances here and there with different games. But it kind of gives you a peek, I guess, at how things might play out for the rest of the season. This Mayport CG team was 11-man last year, and you guys almost got a taste of them, right, in a preseason scrimmage in 2023, but it was called off due to some stormy weather. So so far this season, they're 1-1, just like the Bulldogs. Came back with a loss last week to a very tough Hankinson team. But don't let that loss fool you. I mean, just as well as anybody else, these guys have some playmakers and a good program. What are some things that you kind of see on tape with this Patriot squad
that could cause a little bit of problems for your Bulldog team on Friday night here in Gwinner.
Yeah, they've kind of had a tale of two games between their loss to victory over Wyndmere and loss to Hankinson. In both games, turnovers definitely played a major outcome in how the games turned out. Just watching them on film, that they've got some athleticism, they've got some toughness. I know they've been dealing with a few injuries here right off the bat, so we'll see what we. Which guys show up and suited up, ready to play on Friday night. But I know, just watching on film, the running back and linebacker, number 44, Cutler Peterson. Oh my gosh, is he he's a bruiser, and he's a difference maker on the field from both offense and defensive standpoint. So we've got our hands full with him. If I know he was one of them that was banged up a little bit, so if he plays, we got to make sure that we know where he's at defensively and make sure that we stay low. He's a 215-pound running back, and he's all of 215. They've got a couple athletic receivers. They've got a 6'5", 210-pound sophomore tight end, and he plays defense. He's played defensive end. He's played safety. But yeah, just his physical abilities of being able to go up and high point a football. They like to run the ball. They've got some athletic linemen that like to pull with 27 and 50 as guards. They play guards and the defensive line. They're strong kids. You can tell that they enjoy being in the weight room because they look the part when they pull, and they're strong kids. So yeah, I mean, they've got some athleticism. They scored some points on Wyndmere Lidgewood and came away with a nice win over the Warbirds. And then last week against Hankinson really kind of out-physicaled them. I thought I was real impressed with Hankinson watching that film, and we're going to try to be to see if we can out-physical them on Friday night and do what we want to do and throw the ball, run the ball, set up the passing game by running the ball. And I think we got away from that a little bit last weekend against Griggs Dakota, and we got to get back to pounding the ground and go out and win a homecoming game.
Yep. Oh, you bet. Again, being 2 games in, speaking to the other team now let's flip that here on the Bulldogs team. What are some things that you've been impressed with your squad so far, and some things that maybe you'll need to patch up to help come away with a win on Friday in Gwinner?
Well, I thought, Game 1 against Maple River, we did. We got down early. We had to change a couple things. We figured some things out, and then we were able to come back and find a couple of their weaknesses and try to exploit those. So I thought we were. There was a lot of perseverance from the guys and fighting through adversity. It was hot that night, sticky. There was cramps on both sides. So I was happy with how we kept battling against a pretty good team, 2 of the best players that we'll see in T. Silling and Carter Bosch. Yeah. And then last week against Griggs Dakota, they presented a whole different challenge. They were big and physical up front, and we remember that from last year. They had the same guys starting from last year on the offensive line, brought back a new quarterback that was injured last year, who played for the first time last weekend, and we couldn't get the running game going as much as what I'd like, and it was probably my fault of going away from it a little bit more than what I'd like to. But we've had some younger kids step up into some positions, some freshmen that are seeing the field, some sophomores that are seeing the field, so it's kind of fun, seeing what these new kids can do after graduating a big senior class last year, and throwing these new guys into positions and seeing, for them getting the taste of varsity competition on Friday night. And, it's nice having these first couple games for some non-region competition to get ready for, Wyndmere next week when we open up with region play.
Yeah, absolutely. The different format sure changes maybe a little bit of the mindset of how you approach games, or have you been kind of treating each game as if it's a region game anyway? You almost kind of have to get the kids prepared.
Oh yeah, and the kids are competitive. They want to go out and win. They don't want to hold back. And sometimes as coaches, maybe you want to maybe not show a few things, but everything is out on film. The coaches are able to see everything. So by week 4, there really isn't a whole lot of secrets as to what teams are going to want to do. So no, I felt that maybe we let one slip away last week against Griggs Dakota. I mean, they're a quality team, but there was a couple opportunities that we didn't quite take advantage of, and I kind of kicked myself over it on some of the things that we didn't do. So I was, I'm just as competitive as the rest of them, and the kids want to go out and perform on Friday, and they want to be able to make plays, and so it doesn't matter if it's region or non-region. They want to go out and win.
You bet. Hungry either way. So lastly, I can't let you go before asking you, how excited are you to match up against somebody that you know pretty well from a few moons ago, Mr. Adam Sola?
Yeah, it's going to be fun. We've talked with each other a couple times this week, and we're in touch all throughout the year, through the summer, through the off season, and anytime that he makes it down, all the former graduates that played for him, he's getting all the wedding invitations and everything like that. So he makes it back down to Gwinner and Milner quite a bit throughout the summer and fall and winter for weddings, and it's pretty special because I remember him as a brand new teacher right out of college, and teacher and coach, and it's kind of surreal because I kind of took him under my wing, and we kind of grew up together, even me being having a little bit more experience, but we spent a lot of time together. So and I know this is going to mean a lot to him coming back, and especially playing in Gwinner and being able to see a lot of old faces and be on the other side of the field. It's going to be a little bit different for him too. I know that he's made mention of that, and I know his family is going to be down here, so it's going to be fun. This will be the first time that we've had the opportunity to coach against each other, so he probably knows what kind of how my brain works, and I've got some ideas of how he's thinking on the other side. So it's all about the kids on the field, though. He's done a tremendous job with his program since taking over as head coach in 2017. So you can ask questions about me versus him, but this is Patriots versus Bulldogs. This is the kids on the field. They're the guys that are going to be making the plays. We're just trying to put the kids in the right position, but it'll be neat, Bryce.
Absolutely. Coach Eric Olson, thank you so much for joining us for the pregame. Good luck on Friday.
All right, thanks, Bryce.
Yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
There was an idea
to bring together a group of remarkable people.
So when they needed us, the call is answered.
We need to get the right protection to as many people as we can.
We need to protect as many as we can.
We will.
We don't give up. Get the right protection for your lifestyle. Go to IRIinsurance.com to get a free quote and consultation.
Back here at Melrose, Gwinner Field in Gwinner, North Dakota, on this very fall-feeling Friday evening here in September. The high temperature In Gwinner today was up to 70 degrees and sunny. Felt pretty nice for a fall day. Temperature here ahead of kickoff appears to be right around 67 degrees. And by the end of this game, temperatures could dip down into the upper 50s. Clear skies, weather conditions as of right now appear to have a minimal factor on this game this evening. Some other games of note here in Region 1 and Region 2 in 9-man football. The 1-1 Enderlin Eagles play host to the 2-0 Hankinson Pirates. And the 1-1 Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds are hosting Griggs Mid-Dakota. A pair of 1-1 teams battle it out in Hatton as the Cavalier Tornadoes play Hatton Northwood. And Region 1's Lemoore Litchville Marion hopes to hold their number 1 ranking in the state polls and will visit the Maple River Raiders. You can catch this action also on your live event. Chase Miller and Nathan Hoots will be on the call on that one. And Richland and Tri-State will battle it out, both teams hoping to pick up their first wins of the season. Other notable 9-man games going around the state. The third-ranked West Hope Newburgh Glenburn will take on Kenmure Bowbells Burke Central. And another big one over in New Rockford Cheyenne as the number 5 Rockets take on the number 2 North Prairie. Some other notable games in the 11A division for 11-man class in North Dakota. You can also catch all these games on your live event. Lisbon will travel over to Kindred to take on the number 1 ranked Vikings. Both teams hoping to add to their the opponents an L to their win-loss column here for the first time. Northern Cass travels down the road to Castleton to take on the Squirrels, who are the number 2 ranked team in 11A. Both teams unbeaten so far as well. And Thompson makes a trip over to play Hillsborough Central Valley. Area games in the AA 11 division. Wahpeton Huskies take the long trek up to the northwest to take on Minot North, and Devils Lake will head south to face off the Valley City football team. On the Minnesota side, streaming on your live event will be Bagley versus Adabor West and Minoman Waban against Polk County West. And in the NFL tonight, the Green Bay Packers will head to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles. We'll be sure to update you with as many of these scores as we can as we get scores coming in during halftime and post-game shows. And we are just a few minutes away from kickoff here in this contest here between the Sargent County Bulldogs and the Mayport CG Patriots. Starting lineup, I guess, for each one of these squads. On the offensive side for the Sargent County Bulldogs, at left guard, senior wearing number 54, Colin Olson. Playing center, a senior number 79, Robert Mund. Right guard, a junior wearing number 56, Marcus Mathias. Tight end, junior wearing number 80, Logan Bope. At wide receiver position, as a sophomore wearing number 84, we've got Tristan Peterson. The other wide receiver position, who's a junior wearing number 12, Zabin Olafson. At running back, a sophomore wearing number 42 is Charlie Hogness. At running back, who's a senior wearing number 2, James Trainer. And at quarterback, the senior wearing number 9, Michael Hoisted. On the defensive side for the Patriots, we'd be looking at number 4, Cody Fugelberg at cornerback. Lucas Rayner, wearing number 5 at linebacker. And number 10, Noah Dibino, a sophomore at linebacker. And at cornerback position, wearing number 12, Gunnar Beck is a senior. And at wearing number 20, Bodie Peterson on the defensive line is also a senior. And Corbin Schreiner, a linebacker. And Justin Verwest on the D-line, Samuel Weaver on the D-line. And at linebacker position, Cutler Peterson. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
Now available, the 2024 R&J Sports Fall Sports Guide. The digital version of the R&J Sports Fall Sports Guide is available at rjbroadcasting.com. This year, featuring schedules for the fall sports teams in the region, along with photos, coaches' bios, and highlights from the 2023 season and the fall broadcast schedule for R&J Sports and YourLiveEvent.com. The digital version of the 2024 R&J Sports Guide is available now at rjbroadcasting.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Hi, this is Jim, and along with Bernie, we're inviting R&J Broadcasting Incorporated listeners to join us on a tour of the Hawaiian Islands, February 22nd through March 3rd. The Big Island will be part of this trip while taking in the breathtaking views of Oahu, the Big Island, and Maui. Enjoy the perfect balance between scheduled activities mixed with personal leisure time. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ to learn more about this tour, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
All right, and we are live here again in Gwinner. Welcome to the broadcast booth by Stock Growers Bank. Stock Growers Bank is your small-town bank and big-time partner with the Stock Growers mobile app. Experience banking at your fingertips, anytime and anywhere. Bank near so you can go far with Stock Growers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. And we get to set to kick off here as Mayport CG is kicking from south to north to the Bulldogs, and they'll let that take a bounce. James Traynor will pick up the ball, and he will run it across over to the 10, gets across the 20 over the 25, and is taken down right around the 29-yard line, and the Sargent County Bulldogs will take over from there. And the Bulldogs here once again taking over at the 29-yard line with senior Michael Hoisted wearing number 9 at the helm. The Bulldogs line up in an I formation with one receiver off to the right. And the ball snaps, hands off the Traynor, but the ball is loose, and it looks like the Bulldogs have maybe fallen on top of that one. And they will get the ball back. Maybe a loss of 1 or 2 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 12 for the Bulldogs. And for the Bulldogs, number 84, Tristan Peterson, checking into the game as Charlie Hogness takes a breather. Bulldogs lining up again in a shotgun formation with a wide receiver to the left and wide receiver to the right. Hoisted takes a snap, hands the ball off the Traynor to the left side, and he gets nowhere, loses a few yards here on the play, and it's going to be a 3rd and long for Sargent County on their first drive here of the day. And we've got about a 3rd and 14 yards to go for Sargent County on their first drive. As the Bulldogs break, it looks like they're in a similar formation with a wide receiver split off to the right and left, and Trainer in the backfield. Hoisted takes the snap, a few steps back, look for an open man downfield, and it looks like there'll be a flag on the play. As the Bulldogs were going after the ball, Logan Bope was out there looking to receive that catch, but he was held up by their corner from Mayport CG, and that'll move the chains here forward for the Bulldogs. A good lucky break here for Sargent County on their first drive. And that penalty will bring the Bulldogs up to near the 40-yard line on this side of the field. Bulldogs appear to be maybe spreading it out a little bit here. Two receivers off to the left, one to the right, and one in the backfield as Hoisted takes the snap, looks to his left, and does find Trainer for a minimal gain. Maybe he picked up a yard on that one, maybe less. Looks like he went out of bounds. Okay. So I believe they're calling that one incomplete. He was out of bounds by the time he had locked the ball in, and the Bulldogs will be 2nd and 10 here in the first quarter with 10 minutes and 13 seconds to go. And same formation for the Bulldogs. Olafson here to the near side as they send Trainer in motion, then they pitch it to him to the right, and Trainer's got a little bit of room, but he's met by a crowd of Patriots, but not before he picks up about a 5-yard gain on the play, and the Bulldogs will have a 3rd down and about 5 yards to go here in the opening quarter on their opening drive here in Gwinner. Homecoming week here for the Bulldogs, and trying to get away with a victory here over the Mayport CG Patriots. As they flip their formation a little bit here, we've got two receivers to the near side, one to the left, and one in the backfield with Hoisted. Hoisted takes the snap, finds a man downfield, and he's got him, and he will appear to pick up the first down. He will have forward progress on that. That was Logan Bope, the junior tight end, on the catch. And the Bulldogs will advance the chains, and it'll be a first down, Sargent County.
That's good enough for Bulldog. First down.
As the Bulldogs come up, they'll have two to the right here, one off to the far left. Shotgun formation. Hoisted takes a deep ball throw to Trainer downfield, and he's got him. He's got him to the 20 and down around the 16-yard line. And that'll be 17-yard line, and that'll be a first down for Sargent County again on a nice deep pass by Hoisted to Trainer. And the Bulldogs will continue their drive. As mentioned earlier in the year, the Bulldogs are potentially doing a little bit more passing this season than prior thought, as they line up here on first down in an I formation, and we've got one receiver off to the right. Hoisted takes the snap, hands it off to Hogness up the middle, and he runs towards a first down. And it appears that the Bulldogs did get a first down. It'll be 1st and goal for Sargent County right around the 5-yard line as the clock keeps rolling here with 8 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first quarter. First possession here for either team as Sargent County marches down the field. One receiver to the right, I formation. They'll pitch it off the Trainer to the left side, and he makes a man miss. And another one, and he will get into the end zone for a touchdown. Sargent County puts 6 points on the board as James Trainer gets a 5-yard touchdown here with 8:28 to go in the first quarter. And the Bulldogs are on the board. And it appears the offense is still out there, going for 2 on the play. Another I formation with Olafson off to the right. And they'll hand the ball off to Trainer, and he's stuffed in the backfield. That 2-point attempt was no good for Sargent County. And with 8 minutes and 28 seconds left to go here in the first, the visiting Mayport CG Patriots 0, Sargent County 6. We will be back here in just a minute.
Ettinger with Lux Wealth Advisors in Mayville. At Lux Wealth Advisors, we believe financial planning is about more than numbers. It's about your future. We provide small town service with big company resources.
Hi, my name is Hunter Torgerson at Lux Wealth Advisors. As your neighbors, we understand the unique challenges you face.
Whether you're saving for your child's education, planning for retirement, or starting a business, we're here to help every step of the way.
With personalized strategies tailored just for you, we help turn your financial dreams into achievable goals. Lux Wealth Advisors, your trusted partner for a brighter financial future.
Don't let your autumn project list fall to pieces. Make those projects fall into place with the help of Mayport Hardware. Tim, the project pro, and his team will make sure you get not just the right tool or part, they'll also give you the tips and tricks to tackle that list once and for all. Plus, they've got plenty of essentials for fall cleanup and a grill or two for those pregame cooks.
And back here in the first quarter as the Bulldogs kick it off to the Patriots. Peterson kicked the ball off, and it looks like wearing number 12 for the Mayport CG Patriots, Gunnar Beck, the senior, takes the ball to the 46-yard line on the far side of the field. Number 4 is the starting quarterback, Cody Fugelberg, the senior, and they line up with, he'll hand the ball off right away on the first play here of the drive, and number 44, Cutler Peterson, on the carry, advances the ball about another 5 yards, a long 5 yards. We'll call it maybe second and 6 here. For the Patriots. As mentioned in the backfield, wearing number 44 is Cutler Peterson. The other man in the backfield wearing number 22, Corbin Schreiner. Split out here on the near side on the left is wearing number 12 is Gunnar Beck, who fielded the kickoff. As the ball comes over here on the near side, once again to Corbin Schreiner. Starting wide receivers for the Mayport CG Patriots at wide receiver, wearing number 10, Noah Dibino. The other wide receiver is number 12, Gunnar Beck. On the offensive line, they've got Bodie Peterson wearing number 20, number 27, Justin Verwest, number 31, Samuel Weaver, and number 72, Caden Crawford. And he'll pitch the ball off to Corbin Schreiner again. And he'll pick up a couple yards on the play, but it'll bring up 4th down for Mayport CG as the Bulldogs come up with a good 3rd down stop here, bringing up 4th down and about 4 yards to go for the Patriots. And for the Sargent County Bulldogs, on the defensive side, we'll run through, might be a short series here. We'll get through the starters here on the defense for Sargent County after this 4th down play as they line up with 3 out to the left, send 1 over in motion. They've got 4 heavy here on the near side of the screen, and that'll be a keeper. And it appears that they've got enough for a 1st down. Mayport CG converts on the 4th down. And that was number 10, Noah Dibino, on the successful carry. Picked up about 5 yards on the play to advance the Patriots to about the 43-yard line in Bulldog territory. As they split with 2 off to the right, 1 on the left, only 3 on the line, and they'll send number 31 in motion, Sam Weaver, and they'll hand the ball off to Cutler Peterson as Cutler Peterson goes forward but does lose the ball, and there's a bit of a fight over the ball down here, but it appears that Mayport CG did retain the football. Sam Weaver, the sophomore, picked up the ball and saved the Patriots' drive here from a turnover over to the Bulldogs. And the ball is at about the 38-yard line, bringing up 2nd and 5 for the Patriots. And they'll keep all men inside the box here in sort of a wing T type of formation as they hand the ball off once again to Cutler Peterson, and he dives forward, plowing his way through for another Patriot first down. And the ball will be right around the 24-yard line with a fresh set of downs for Coach Adam Sola and his team. Sargent County Bulldog defensive starters, as we were getting to here on the defensive end, wearing number 80, Logan Bope at nose guard, Marcus Mathias at wearing number 56. On the other D end, Harry Neustel wearing number 35. As they spread things out a little bit here again, takes the snap, and he's got pressure, and the ball falls a little bit short. Good coverage, good pressure on the defense by the Bulldogs, but Fugelberg could feel a little heat as he goes to the sideline and gets a little direction here for the next play from Coach Sola. I'm sorry, that was their Cade Elliott. The Patriots come up to the line here on 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass. Fugelberg takes the snap, hands the ball off right away to Peterson, and he plows through the middle, just using some strength, and has a nice 2nd down gain here for the Patriots, right about 7 yards, and it'll be, about 7 yards. It'll be about 3rd and 3 on the play here in the opening quarter with 3 minutes and 39 seconds left to go as the Patriots come knocking on the door into the red zone here, Bulldog territory. All men in the box again. And Fugelberg will pass it on to Peterson again, and he will plow forward for another first down. And that will bring the ball inside the 10-yard line, and they'll mark it. A little hard to see on this side of the field here, but I would say on the 6 or 7 yard line. 1st and goal, Mayport CG. The remaining starters here for the Sargent County Bulldogs and the linebackers, wearing number 54, Colin Olson, 42, Charlie Hogness, and Ryan Ing, wearing number 1, the linebacker position. At safety, Jace Fury, cornerbacks Wyatt Degenstein and James Traynor, as the Patriots run the ball again here up on the left side. And it looks like Peterson had the ball. Advanced a few more yards. They appear to be right around the 4-yard line, and it is 2nd and goal for the Patriots.
2nd and goal on about the 2-yard line.
Once again, everybody in the box. Bulldogs showing a little pressure, and Hoisted may have crossed the line a little soon. I didn't see a jump on the Mayville side. And that was encroachment on Hoisted, and that will bring it about half the distance to the goal. And they'll just have a couple of yards here to punch something in. And it appears he'll get into the end zone. Patriots touchdown. That was number 22, Corbin Schreiner, the junior running back, in for the couple-yard score here with 2:07 to go in the first quarter. And it looks like they will be, offense will be staying out on the field again to go for 2. And Fugelberger will step back to pass, throws it across the field, and he's got a man in the back of the end zone. Does he catch it? He does! Converting on the 2-point conversion, Gunnar Beck with the beautiful grab in the backfield. And just like that, the Patriots are up 6-8 here against Sargent County. And we'll be back here in just a few minutes.
Going for you at Mayport Hardware, Trail County's Hardware Hank on Main Street in Mayville.
Milner Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
And we're back here in Gwinner as the Patriots just took an 8-6 lead, and Trainer gets the ball down around the 10-yard line and scrambles around both sides of the field, and he's making a few people miss, but eventually gets dragged down just before, right around the 24-yard line is where the Bulldogs will start their next drive here with 1:56 to go here in the first quarter. And in case you missed it or joining us a little late, Bulldogs got the ball here first in the first quarter. They received, drove down the field, and with 8:28 to go in the first quarter, James Trainer punched in a 5-yard run. The extra point was no good. The 2-point conversion was no good. And just a few minutes ago, Patriots on their first possession drove all the way down the field. And with 2 minutes and 7 seconds left, Corbin Schreiner ran in for 2 yards and a nice catch in the back of the end zone by Beck to put them up 8-6 as Hoisted takes the snap, and he's going to keep it on the right side. He's got room and a good block on the outside, and Hoisted dances around near the out-of-bounds line, and he's going to pick up a first down, and that'll bring the Bulldogs to the 43-yard line. It's a designed keeper there, it looked like, for Hoisted, and he had room and some excellent blocking here on the near side by the wide receiver. As the Bulldogs come up for their second play of the drive, lining up in an I formation with Olafson off to the right and Trainer and Hogness in the backfield. They hand it off to Trainer up the middle, and not a lot of room to go there. No gain on the play, bringing up 2nd and 10 for Sargent County. And a few substitutions coming in and off the field. It looks like Fury and Hogness take a breather as Tristan Peterson checks into the game. And they've got trips to the right, one to the left, and a shotgun formation with Ryan Ing in the backfield. And there's a flag right away on the play. Short pass to Ing, and he dances around, makes one guy miss, almost two, still on his feet, but it's not going to be for any sort of extra gain, and we'll check to see what the flag is here on the field. It was thrown, not sure if you were able to see that on camera, but right along the sideline here. And we will see what the officiating crew. It was an illegal formation on the Bulldogs. And it looks like Sola is discussing something here with the officiating crew. And the penalty is declined, giving Melassa down, and 3rd and 13 to go here for Sargent County as they're on about the 40-yard line on their side of the field. And Bulldogs spreading it out once more, 2 to the left, 2 to the right, 1 in the backfield as Ing protects the quarterback, and the ball is almost picked off. The Patriots were right there, may have been a little miscommunication, but Sam Weaver, the sophomore for Mayport CG, was right there and couldn't quite hold on to the ball, so it'll be 4th and 13 for Sargent County, setting up, I'm assuming, their first punt here of the day. And Hoisted, not only the quarterback, but the punter. As for the Patriots, back deep to receive, Gunnar Beck wearing number 12. And the ball goes, nice kick off to the right side, and the Bulldogs will down it as it takes a Patriots bounce initially. And the ball will be placed right around the 23-yard line on the Patriots side of the field. So something new that the kids in North Sargent, as a part of the Sargent County Co-op, are doing is a Teacher Appreciation Week here for homecoming. And the teacher and staff, each one of the players get to pick some teachers and staff that one, I guess each student does, on who has impacted their life so far. And they get to honor them here tonight on homecoming. So maybe starting a new tradition here in North Sargent as the Patriots get the ball and they hand it off once again to Peterson. And boy, he started going right, followed his blocks, and just stayed patient and wheeled around to the left and was able to pick up a first down for Mayport CG. And Cutler Peterson really cutting around the dance floor, earning himself a first down there. Real nice block and patience on the offensive side all around. And they'll line up with everyone in the box once again here for Mayport CG. Fugelberg takes the ball, passes it off to Peterson, but the Bulldogs are all over that one. And first up on the tackle there is Marcus Mathias, the senior. And that'll be a loss of about 2 yards for the Patriots. And we do have a time expired here in the first quarter as the visiting Mayport CG Patriots are ahead of the Sargent County Bulldogs 8-6. We will be back in just a few minutes.
Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Visit with Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union Insurance agent in Hillsboro.
The Sargent Central Dollars for Scholars chapter is a nonprofit foundation that supports academic success in the community. The mission is to mobilize the community on behalf of post-secondary education success for the students. Dollars for Scholars chapters help hometown students achieve their educational goals by raising scholarship funds, establishing endowments, and more. For more information, scan the QR code on screen or stop by the Sargent Central School District. Tonight's sponsor for the Sargent Central Dollars for Scholars is Full Circle Egg.
Sargent Central Public School, helping others create themselves, things, and opportunities. It's home to a variety of wonderful opportunities, including a 24/7, 365 community wellness center, a 3rd through 12th grade smart lab, free pre-kindergarten, 1-to-1 student devices, and 12 weeks paid parental leave. For more information, please visit sargentcentral.org. Good luck, athletes, and good luck, Sargent County Bulldogs. Together is Central.
You know, parenting is hard for all of us. And so providing those little resources that we can share for those conversations that are hard to have, and to kind of be that icebreaker for both professionals, parents, and then open up that conversation to the more engaging conversation that's needing to be had.
Being a parent myself, oftentimes it's the simple things that make a difference.
As a busy parent myself, just engaging with your kids, making it an everyday thing so they know that you're there, they can always come to you when those difficult situations do arise.
Contact Trail District Health Unit in Hillsborough for more information.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors on their achievements.
And back here at Gwinner at the beginning of the second quarter, as Mayport CG ahead of Sargent County 8-6. And Fugelberg will step back to pass, and he had a man downfield. And it was a little bit long. And the Patriots will be sitting at 3rd and 13 yards to go on that play here early on in the second. And the Patriots will line up in the box again on this 3rd and long as Fugelberg steps back to pass. And he's got a man downfield. And boy, that was right in the hands of number 12 for the Patriots. Excuse me, Gunnar Beck. And it'll be 4th down and a long 12 for the Patriots, as I would presume they get ready to punt the ball here. And James Traynor is set to go deep, and the Bulldogs have a little bit of a late substitution in here. But they're able to get off the field for the punt, and it is a low one. And Traynor will let it slide, as that was probably a good call. Didn't really have a good position on it with kind of an odd bounce. And it appears that the Bulldogs will have the ball. Let's see where they will mark it off at. Right around the 25-yard line to begin their first possession of the second quarter. And here we are with 11 minutes and 39 seconds to go in the second quarter here in Gwinner. As each team has scored on their first possession and had to give it away on the second possession for both the Bulldogs and the Patriots, as the Bulldogs line up with one to the left, one to the right, to hand the ball off to Traynor, and he gets he doesn't get any yards on the play. It'll be, well, they'll give him maybe a yard. We'll call it 2nd and 9 here for Sargent County. As Sargent County makes a few substitutions. Ryan Ing comes off the field. And the Bulldogs will line up with trips to the right. And it looks like Coach Olson doesn't like what he sees here out on the field. Maybe a little bit of confusion on the play calling, so he will call a timeout here in Gwinner. And the Bulldogs use up their first timeout of the game. Our timeouts are brought to you by Bank North. Good sportsmanship is a valuable trait that goes far beyond the game. For Bank North, it is achieved by helping our customers pursue their dreams and financial goals while supporting and improving our great rural communities. It's values-based banking. To learn more, visit ibanknorth.com, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. And the Bulldogs will line up this time with 2 to the right, 1 to the left as Hoisted pulls back to take a throw, and he does have a man downfield. It looks like Bope had hung on to that one for a short gain of about 3 yards, maybe 4 yards, bringing up 3rd and 5 for Sargent County as they are still down around the 24-yard line here on the far side of the field. As Hoisted takes the play call in, breaks the huddle. And both Trainer and Tristan Peterson will be off to the left. Out to the right is Zabin Olafson. And Hoisted will keep the ball up the middle as he powers through for a first down, Sargent County. And he'll get up to about the 34-yard line, keeping this drive alive for Sargent County with 10 minutes and 6 seconds left to go. And once again, we've got a trips to the right scenario here for the Bulldogs, and Olafson, the lone receiver, off to the left. And they'll send Ing off to the right, and the pass goes. We've got a little trickery here as the ball gets thrown all the way downfield. There he goes, Logan Bope. Can he get to the end zone? He's going to be just a little bit short. Wow. And I'm guessing Coach Sola at the end of the game is going to give Coach Olson a little heck for that one. But excellent play by the offense, well executed, and they're bringing the ball all the way down to about the 3 or 4 yard line. And the Bulldogs have a 1st and goal. And the ball's handed off to Hogness as he keeps on his feet and scores a touchdown for Sargent County, putting 6 more on the board. Charlie Hogness with a touchdown here, 9:27 to go in the first quarter. And the ball was flipped over earlier. I'm not sure if I made the call on that one yet, but Jace Fury got the ball. He is, of course, was a backup quarterback. He's definitely got some skill at that position. To be able to use 2 quarterbacks on a field like that for two great quarterbacks, and just a great catch downfield as well by Logan Bope. And they'll go for 2. Hoisted throws the ball into the corner of the end zone, and Trainer tries to grab it with one hand, and it sails a little far. We do have a flag on the play, though, on the near side of the field. And we'll see what they say. And it is an illegal formation by Sargent County, but that penalty is declined. So that's the second time here this evening that Sargent County has had an illegal formation. So we'll keep the score at 12-8 as Sargent County goes ahead of the Mayport CG Patriots. We'll be back here in just a minute.
With our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us. The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the city.
Back here in Gwinner as Peterson kicks the football off to Mayport CG, who picks up the ball right around the 20-yard line, gets to about the 28, and that is going to be Gunnar Doctor on the return. As the Mayport CG Patriot offense takes the field. Once again, 9 minutes and 22 seconds to go here in the second quarter here in Gwinner, North Dakota on homecoming night, homecoming week here for Sargent County. All 3 schools participated in their respective homecoming festivities and capped off here with the game tonight. As Mayport CG lines up with one receiver off to the left. They'll send Peterson in motion. I'm sorry, not Peterson. Schreiner in motion. Number 22, Corbin Schreiner. And he is met by the Bulldogs. There was no trick in this defense here on that play. And they do pick up maybe a yard on the play. We'll call it 2nd and 9 here for the Patriots. As the Patriots break here, all 9 men inside the box, 5 on the line, 3 in the backfield. Fugelberg takes the snap, and he will hand it off right away to number 31, Samuel Weaver. And the Bulldogs were right there for the stop, and that'll bring up third. A very, very short loss on the play. We'll call it no gain. Bringing up 3rd and 9 yards to go for Mayport CG. And Matthias checks out of the game. Luke Mund, the freshman, will check in at the defensive line position here as the Patriots have 2 here to the near-sided wide receiver, 1 off to the left, 1 in the backfield, and 1 at the slot as Fugelberg takes a snap, looks downfield, and he's got a man open, and he's got him for a first down. Gunnar Beck on the beautiful catch and throw by Fugelberg, and the Patriots will advance the chains and getting the ball to about the 44-yard line on the Patriot side of the field. And we've got twins off to the right on the near side of the field. 1 receiver off to the left, 2 in the backfield. And Fugelberg in the shotgun will take the snap, and he'll hand it off right away. And he'll get stuffed. That was number 31, Samuel Weaver, picking up a couple yards on the gain, bringing up 2nd and 8 yards to go. As Luke Munn, the freshman, gets in there on the stop for Sargent County. And the Patriots come up to the line with a gunner back off to the left, but we've got a whistle here. And it looks like the officiating crew will have a little huddle. And it looks like they'll back the ball up as the Patriots offense takes a few steps back. We'll see. And it looks like they're picking up the flag. Appears to be a little confusion with the game clock as Olson's checking in to see what's going on. And it appears that we'll stick right where we're at with 2nd and 8 for the Patriots. 7 minutes and 4 seconds to go here of the first half.
Okay, no flag on the play. 2nd down.
As the Patriots come up to the line, a shotgun formation. One back, one off to the left. And there was some movement on the line. Like it came from the far side tight end. And that was, yes, a false start here on Mayport CG. We'll back the ball up 5 yards. And we're looking at 2nd and a long 3, maybe 4 yards here for the Patriots. As Fugelberg steps back, and he doesn't see a man open, and a crowd of Bulldogs had come at him, and he just kind of had to get it away. Closest intended receivers out in that area, of course, was number 44, Cutler Peterson, and I believe Gunnar Beck was in the area as well. But the pass falls a little short of any of the receivers as the Bulldogs had about 3 linemen out after him. Robert Munn checks out of the game. And the Bulldogs line up in a 3-4 defense. They send a man in motion. Fugelberg takes the ball under center again. He comes back, and he's got... And Luke Munn had almost got him in the backfield, and there was a flag that was thrown back there in the backfield. And it looks like there was a holding on the offense. And that gain will get negated by this holding call on Mayport CG. And it'll back them up a ways here. They went from a 3rd and a long 13, and they will have much farther to go now. About 23 yards to go as the officiating crew sets the ball down around the 31-yard line on the Patriot side of the field. And Fugelberg steps back, and he passes the ball over to Peterson, but Peterson gets stuffed right away. They do pick up about 4 yards on the play, but it'll be 4th, and we will call it 19. And Trainer set back deep to receive the punt. And he'll let it bounce, and he'll take the ball, field it around the 20-yard line, and he'll take it to about the 29 before he's pushed out of bounds. And the Bulldogs will start with 6 minutes and 1 second remaining here in the first half. And it looks like they'll put him right around the 30-yard line.
Bulldogs will start on their 30.
Be sure to stick around towards the end of the broadcast for the Enbridge Player of the Game. Life takes energy. Enbridge, energy for life. Visit enbridge.com for career opportunities. And the Bulldogs will line up with 2 off to the far side, 1 to the right, and 1 in the backfield as Hoisted takes a snap, rolls around to the right side, and he throws the ball downfield. And coming back for it is James Trainer. Does he come up with the ball? And officiating is discussing, and that is a no catch. It did look like it had a little bounce there before Trainer came up with the ball. So it'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Sargent County, and we will see what the Bulldogs have up their sleeve as we wind down through 5 minutes and 45 seconds left here in the quarter. A very good back and forth game here in Gwinner with the Sargent County Bulldogs hosting the Mayport CG Patriots. And Hoisted will be in the shotgun with Ing in the back and 2 to the left, 1 off to the right. And they'll send Trainer in motion as Hoisted takes a snap, looks downfield, and he's got a little bit of pressure on the defense and can't quite get the ball close enough to the arms of the intended receiver. That was Tristan Peterson for Sargent County. Looking to grab that one, but the pressure held by the Mayport CG defense was a little bit too much, and the ball fell a little short. And it'll be 3rd down and 10 to go. As the Bulldogs break the huddle and continue to spread out their offense a bit here. As they've got 2 to the near side, 1 off to the right. Hoisted takes the snap, rolls around to his right, looks for a man. The ball is tipped, and Corbin Schreiner was almost there. If he would have had another step, that could have been a pick 6 for the Patriots, but it'll be instead 4th down for Sargent County. Each of these teams doing a good job kind of working the play clock. These have been long possessions for each team. And Hoisted is going to punt the ball off. Beck is deep to receive, but this ball is going to hit the broadcast booth here. And let's see where they end up marking that out of bounds. And it looks like they'll field it on the 49-yard line on the Patriots side of the field. So they'll have 51 yards to go here with 5 minutes and 28 seconds remaining in this first half. Be sure to stick around here at halftime. We'll have some score updates with you, for you from some games here in North Dakota high school football. We'll check in on that Packers game as well. And the Patriots spreading it out here. And Fugleberg takes a snap and gets it off to Peterson. And Cutler Peterson with a nice grab, falling forward here for a gain of about 5 yards. Bringing up 2nd and about 5. A long 5. It's maybe close to 6. And the Bulldogs lining up in their 4-3 defense. Switching it up a little bit here as the Patriots have 2 off to the far side, 1 to the right, a slot. And Fugelberg has a little bit of pressure, and he's being chased by the Bulldogs. Throws out a nice stiff arm to able to give himself probably an extra couple of yards there using those long arms. And it'll be short of the first down, but very manageable here for the Patriots as Fugelberg sneaks ahead for about another 5 yards. Got about half a yard to go here for a first down. And we will see if this Bulldog defense can come up with a couple of stops here. I would assume we are in 4-down territory as the ball is right around the 41-yard line on the Bulldog side of the field with 4 minutes and 5 seconds left to go here in the first half. And everybody's in the box here again for the Patriots. And Fugelberg will keep it, and he'll get the first down and plow forward. And he'll pick up probably 3 yards on the play. And either way, it'll be good enough for a Patriot first down. And it looks like we do have an injured player here on the field. We'll hope he's okay. We'll take a quick break here and be back with you in just a few minutes.
On their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota. Anderson Seed Farms Incorporated is your local LG Seeds and Dairyland seed dealership. They offer the latest traits and genetics in both corn and soybeans along with alfalfa. Anderson Seed Farms is also a certified seed conditioning plant that grows, conditions, and sells Westbred spring wheat seed, which was the top-grown spring wheat in North Dakota last year. If you'd like to know more about these industry-leading products, contact Anderson Seed Farms in Foreman at 701-724-3601 or check out AndersonSeedFarms.com.
And back here in Gwinner, that was Caden Crawford, the injured player. Looked like it could have been something in the shoulder area. And on the first play of afterwards here on the first down, Fugelberg's attempted pass is incomplete, bringing up 2nd and 10 yards to go here for Mayport CG. Hate to see injured players out on the field there, especially in 9-man football. Rosters aren't quite as deep, and we just hope he's okay. As the Patriots come up here on 2nd and 10, and they're spreading themselves out a bit here. They got 2 off to the left, 2 to the right. As Fugelberg is in the shotgun. Takes a snap, and it is a bad snap. Fugelberg has to dive over it. It looked like kind of went off to his left, and he maybe wasn't quite ready for it. And Fugelberg does get on top of it, but the Patriots are going to have a long road ahead of them. This appears to be about a 2nd and 26-ish yards to go for, sorry, 3rd down and about 26 yards to go for the Patriots. We've got 3 minutes and 10 seconds. The clock is running. And once again, the Patriots are going to spread it out again, too far off to the right, 2 to the left. 1 in the backfield as Fugelberg looks to take the shotgun snap. And he does, and he's looking for a man downfield. He's got good pressure, and he is met by Logan Bope in the backfield for a sack, but there is a flag down on the field, and we will see what they say as the pressure was there, and we do have a holding call on the offense. And the Bulldogs will decline the penalty here, as they should, as it was a 4th and very long to go here for Mayport CG. They've got about 30-plus yards to go here, so the ball will get punted. It's a high punt, and Trainer calls a fair catch right at the 25-yard line, and that is where the Bulldogs will take over with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the first half. We'll be back in just a minute.
Sargent Central Public School, helping others create themselves things and opportunities. It's home to a variety of wonderful opportunities, including a 24/7, 365 community wellness center, a 3rd through 12th grade smart lab, free pre-kindergarten, 1-to-1 student devices, and 12 weeks paid parental leave. For more information, please visit sargentcentral.org. Good luck, athletes, and good luck, Sargent County Bulldogs. Together is Central.
And we are back here as the Bulldogs had just received the punt. Fair caught at the 25-yard line by Trainer. And they'll pitch it to Trainer off to the right. And he makes a few men miss, dances around, and picks up a short gain here on that play, on the first down play. We'll call it a yard, maybe here, bringing up 2nd and 9 for the Bulldogs. And Sargent County will line up in the I formation with Hogness and Trainer in the backfield. And Hoisted will look downfield, and he's got him right around the 49-yard line. Was a successful catch by Logan Bope, and he'll drag across the midfield line, and the Sargent County Bulldogs are driving with 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go here in the first half. And ball right around the 46.5-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10, fresh set of downs for Sargent County. Zaven Olafson, the lone receiver, off to the far side of the screen. They'll pitch it off to the left to James Trainer. Trainer will make a man miss, and he's met by a couple of Patriots there. And he's brought down by Beck and by Peterson. And it appears he's still on the field here, so we'll cut to a quick break, and we'll be right back.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
I love my decision. I love the smallness of it and how close everyone is. Some of my other friends went to a 4-year school, and I'm going to be done before them, even with 2 degrees and for a lot less money. My name's Casey, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like, every time I go to a meeting, like, everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
And James Trainer was able to get off the field himself here. Got a pretty hard hit by a couple of Patriots there. And the Bulldogs come back here, spread out on a 2nd and 9. Hoisted takes a snap. He's in the backfield, makes a man miss, and finally gets dragged down. And Hoisted will lose a good chunk of yards there on that play on a good pursuit of defense. Brought to you by the Patriots. So at this point, it looks like the Bulldogs are calling their second timeout of the half. Our timeouts, once again here, are brought to you by Bank North. For Bank North, good sportsmanship is a valuable trait that goes far beyond the game. For Bank North, it is achieved by helping our customers pursue their dreams and financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities. It's values-based banking. To learn more, visit ibanknorth.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Well, we've got 1 minute and 42 seconds remaining left here of the first half. If you are just joining us in the first quarter, with 8 minutes and 28 seconds remaining, the Bulldogs drove in for a touchdown, 5-yard run by James Traynor. The extra point was, the 2-point conversion was no good. Later on in the first quarter, on the following drive, the Patriots drove downfield and were able to score with 2 minutes and 7 seconds left. Corbin Schreiner on a 2-yard run and the catch in the backfield by Beck to convert to 2. And here in the second quarter with 9 minutes and 27 seconds, Charlie Hogness had a 4-yard run to put the Bulldogs up to where we're sitting here today at 12-8 here in Gwinner. As these two 1-1 teams match up, Hoisted takes the snap, rolls around to the right, and the ball is tipped, and it is caught by, I believe, one of the offensive linemen. Hoisted's ball was tipped way back there. It was almost one of those situations where maybe should have just batted it down, but it's the reaction. You gotta try to catch that ball. But the Bulldogs did come back up with it. And Colin Olson was the receiver on that play. The senior offensive lineman wearing number 54. And Sargent County calling their third timeout here of the second quarter. And we've got 1 minute and 24 seconds remaining.
Your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville.
And back here in Gwinner on a 4th and very long for the Bulldogs. They'll punt it away as Michael Hoisted has a deep punt, and they'll let it take a bounce. One bounce, and he'll pick it up and fall right to the ground. And that was number 12, Gunnar Beck, on the reception. And the Patriots will begin with the ball with 1 minute and 16 seconds to go. And they'll be right around the 21-yard line. Let's see. As they switch out the balls here. Yep, it'll be right around the 21-yard line. And the Patriots likely last possession here that they'll get a chance to try to scoop ahead here of the Bulldogs. Score's been the same since 9:27 here in the second. And the Patriots will come with one in the backfield, and they'll send Corbin Schreiner in motion and hand the ball off to Peterson. Peterson's able to pick up a small gain on the play as the clock continues to run. 1 minute and 7 seconds left to go in this half. And they do hurry up to get to the line. As Fugard takes the snap, drops back looking for a man downfield. And deep downfield, he's got one. That is caught by Gunnar Beck on the beautiful catch all the way downfield. He'll get down inside the 40-yard line, and the Patriots are knocking on the door. And they'll place him right at the 40-yard line. And the ball is set on a first down, so the clock will continue to run. Will start running again. And with 44 seconds left, Coach Sola takes a timeout. And he'll see if what he can muster up on his offense with 44 seconds to go here in the half to see if they can sneak ahead here of the Bulldogs. We'll be back in just a minute.
There was an idea
to bring together a group of remarkable people.
So when they needed us, the call is answered.
We need to get the right protection to as many people as we can.
We need to protect as many as we can.
We will.
We don't give up. Get the right protection for your lifestyle. Go to IRIinsurance.com to get a free quote and consultation.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
All right, back here in Gwinner. 44 seconds to go as Coach Sola calls a timeout after a beautiful play downfield. Gunnar Beck with the reception from Fugelberg puts him at the 40-yard line in Bulldog territory, and Fugelberg steps back, has a little pressure, and throws the ball off a little bit too far on the outside for the hands of Noah Dibino, but the clock will stop with 38.7 seconds to go here in the first half. And it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Patriots. And the Patriots will set up with a slot receiver to the right that he'll send in motion. That's number 22, Corbin Schreiner. And they'll pan the ball off to Peterson up the middle. And Peterson will be met by a crowd of Bulldogs in Mund and Hogness. And it looked like maybe Colin Olson as well out on the stop. And the Patriots will take a timeout as we get closer here to halftime with 32 seconds remaining.
District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us.
Now available, the 2024 R&J Sports Fall Sports Guide. The digital version of the R&J Sports Fall Sports Guide is available at rjbroadcasting.com. This year, featuring schedules for the fall sports teams in the region, along with photos, coaches' bios, and highlights from the 2023 season.
Back here outside of North Sargent High School in the Stock Growers Bank booth. With 30 seconds remaining, Fugelberg takes the pass downfield, and it's just over the hands of the intended wide receiver. That was on 3rd down, and it was just outside of Beck's hands. I don't know that he would have made it inbounds on that one either, but it brings up 4th down and 5 yards to go with 25.8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And we'll see what Coach Sola has up his sleeve here on this 4th and 5 to go. Ball right around the 35-yard line in Bulldog territory. They've got the field spread out as Fugelberg takes. He's got pressure by Bope and throws a pass off. He's got Peterson. Peterson makes the catch. He's running down the sideline, and he's got a couple men to beat, and he gets over out of bounds, just short with 16 and a half seconds remaining. And we'll see where they mark him out of bounds. And they'll place the ball inside the 10-yard line. A little bit difficult to see from right here, but I would guess maybe around the 7-yard line, bringing up 1st and goal with 16 and a half seconds. And the Patriots are knocking, trying to get up ahead here before halftime, as they've got everybody inside the box. And Fugelberg will keep the ball and go to the backfield. He's looking for a man downfield with pressure, and the Bulldogs will pick it off. That is number 54 with the pickoff, Colin Olson. with the interception and a huge save for a score. What could have been a Patriot lead with 7.8 seconds remaining. The defense brought the pressure, may have gotten a hand on it, and Olsen comes down with the ball. And the Bulldogs will take over. And the ball will be spotted right around that 7-yard line. I imagine with 7 seconds left, Coach Olsen may want to just take this one into the locker room for half, and he does with Hoisted Neal. And that'll bring us to halftime. Your score here in Gwinner with the visiting Mayport CG Patriots, 8, and the homecoming Sargent County Bulldogs, 12. We'll be back after just a few minutes, and we'll bring you some scores from around the state of North Dakota high school football.
For RNJ Sports and YourLiveEvent.com. The digital version of the 2024 RNJ Sports Guide is available now at rjbroadcasting.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Hi, this is Jim, and along with Bernie, we're inviting RNJ Broadcasting Incorporated listeners to join us on a tour of the Hawaiian Islands, February 22nd through March 3rd. The Big Island will be part of this trip while taking in the breathtaking views of Oahu, the Big Island, and Maui. Enjoy the perfect balance between scheduled activities mixed with personal leisure time. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ to learn more about this tour, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Hi, I'm Preston Ettinger with Lux Wealth Advisors in Mayville. At Lux Wealth Advisors, we believe financial planning is about more than numbers. It's about your future. We provide small town service with big company resources.
Hi, my name is Hunter Torgerson at Lux Wealth Advisors. As your neighbors, we understand the unique challenges you face.
Whether you're saving for your child's education, planning for retirement, or starting a business, we're here to help every step of the way.
With personalized strategies tailored just for you, we help turn your financial dreams into achievable goals. Lux Wealth Advisors, your trusted partner for a brighter financial future.
Don't let your autumn project list fall to pieces. Make those projects fall into place with the help of Mayport Hardware. Tim, the project pro, and his team will make sure you get not just the right tool or part, they'll also give you the tips and tricks to tackle that list once and for all. Plus, they've got plenty of essentials for fall cleanup and a grill or two for those pregame cookouts. You've always got a lot more going for you at Mayport Hardware, Trail County's Hardware Hank on Main Street in Mayville.
Milner Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow.
And we're back here at halftime of the Sargent County and Mayport CG game here in Gwinner. And it's homecoming week. We're back here in the broadcast booth brought to you by Stock Growers Bank. Stock Growers Bank is your small town bank and big time partner. With the Stock Growers mobile app, experience banking at your fingertips anytime and anywhere. Bank near so you can go far with Stock Growers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Well, it appears here at Gwinner Melrose Field that the homecoming courts will be coming onto the field here shortly from each of the three respective schools in Milner and Sargent Central and Foreman and North Sargent right here in Gwinner. Recapping here the game so far. Started out, the Bulldogs got the ball first, and with 8:28 to go in the first quarter, James Traynor punched it in for a 5-yard run. The 2-point conversion was no good. And then right back on the following drive for the Mayport CG Patriots, drive the ball down the field, and Corbin Schreiner punched in a 2-yard run and a beautiful catch in the backfield by Beck to secure the extra point, the 2-point conversion, bringing the game score 8-6 in favor of Mayport CG. Later on in the second quarter, the Bulldogs got the ball back, had a little trickery play, and Mr. Jace Fury had gotten the ball off onto the far side of the field and tossed the ball down the field for a huge gain to Bope, and set up a 4-yard touchdown run for Charlie Hogness with a 2-point conversion. No good. The Patriots were marching down the field here. They had less than a minute to go and got within the 7-yard line as the second half was wrapping up, but a Bulldog interception right at the line of scrimmage that was tipped sealed the deal here for the half, and that brings us right to where we're sitting here with the Bulldogs up ahead of the Patriots 12-8. Looking across 9-man, some of the scores around the region and around 9-man. Right now, with 11 minutes left in the third quarter, Wyndmere Lidgerwood is on top of Griggs Midcoda, 16-12. Hatton Northwood is ahead of Cavalier at the start of the third quarter, 8-6. And over in Enderlin, the Hankinson Pirates are up on top of the Enderlin Eagles, 48-12, with just a minute left here in the half. Another game here around Region 1, Region 2. The number 1 ranked team in all of 9-man North Dakota football, the Lemoore Litchville Marion team is up 51-0 right now against Maple River, and they just went into halftime. The battle of the unbeatens in Tri-State the battle of the winless, I should say. They both 0-2. Tri-State and Richland. Tri-State right now is on top of Richland 24-13 here at halftime. And no surprise with the number 3 ranked West Hope Newburgh Glenburn on top of Kenmere Bowbells Burke Central 50-0. And they are at halftime as well. North Border is hosting Nelson County. They're up 30-0 as well in 9-man play. And big shocker here so far that might shake the polls up, I would imagine, if the game continues to play out this way. The number 5 New Rockford Cheyenne Rockets are ahead of North Prairie 38-0 here at halftime. Kicking it over to the 11A side. Some scores from around here. The number 1 ranked number 1 ranked Kindred is ahead of Lisbon 34-0 at half. And Thompson Central Valley Hillsboro, we've got a tight one here. It is 8-7. This one is on your live event. Thompson is ahead of Hillsboro Central Valley 8-7 with about 5 minutes left in the third. Last check-in. Also, Edgeley Cullum, Ellendale Edgeley Cullum is all knotted up with the Oaks Tornadoes 14-14 over in Ellendale. Carrington is ahead of Grafton 19-0. And Central Cass has a tight lead right now, 14-12 over their friends to the north in Northern Cass. Another top-ranked team, Langdon Area Edmore Munich, is the number 4 ranked team right now in the 11A division, and they're currently trailing 26-14 against Harvey Wells County with 9 minutes left in the third. Going over the double A division, Minot North has a 35-21 lead over Wahpeton right now with 1 minute left to go in the game. And Devil's Lake is on top of Valley City 14-0 at the end of the first half. We'll be back here in just a few minutes with a little bit more of the pregame show.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Visit with Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent in Hillsborough.
The Sargent Central Dollars for Scholars chapter is a nonprofit foundation that supports academic success in the community. The mission is to mobilize the community on behalf of post-secondary education success for the students. Dollars for Scholars chapters help hometown students achieve their educational goals by raising scholarship funds, establishing endowments, and more. For more information, scan the QR code on screen or stop by the Sargent Central School District. Tonight's sponsor for the Sargent Central Dollars for Scholars is Full Circle Egg.
Sargent Central Public School, helping others create themselves things and opportunities. It's home to a variety of wonderful opportunities, including a 24/7, 365 community wellness center, a 3rd through 12th grade smart lab, free pre-kindergarten, 1-to-1 student devices, and 12 weeks paid parental leave. For more information, please visit sargentcentral.org. Good luck, athletes, and good luck, Sargent County Bulldogs. Together is Central.
Parenting is hard for all of us. And so providing those little resources that we can share for those conversations that are hard to have and to kind of be that icebreaker for both professionals, parents, and then open up that conversation to the more engaging conversation that's needing to be had.
Being a parent myself, oftentimes it's the simple things that make a difference.
As a busy parent myself, just engaging with your kids, making it an everyday thing so they know that you're there, they can always come to you when those difficult situations do arise.
Contact Trail District Health Unit in Hillsborough for more information.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors on their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us. The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota. Anderson Seed Farms Incorporated is your local LG Seeds and Dairyland seed dealership. They offer the latest traits and genetics in both corn and soybeans along with alfalfa. Anderson Seed Farms is also a certified seed conditioning plant that grows, conditions, and sells Westbred Spring Wheat Seed, which was the top grown spring wheat in North Dakota last year. If you'd like to know more about these industry-leading products, contact Anderson Seed Farms in Foreman at 701-724-3601 or check out andersonseedfarms.com.
Sargent Central Public School, helping others create themselves, things, and opportunities. It's home to a variety of wonderful opportunities, including a 24/7, 365 community wellness center, a 3rd through 12th grade smart lab, free pre-kindergarten, 1-to-1 student devices, and 12 weeks paid parental leave. For more information, please visit sargentcentral.org. Good luck, athletes, and good luck, Sargent County Bulldogs. Together is Central.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
I love my decision. I love the smallness of it and how close everyone is. Some of my other friends went to a 4-year school and I'm going to be done before them, even with 2 degrees and for a lot less money. My name's Casey and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like every time I go to a meeting, like everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior and I'm here for my future.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
There was an...
All right, back here in Gwinner, up at the broadcast booth, brought to you by Stock Growers Bank. Stock Growers Bank is your small-town bank and big-time partner with the Stock Growers mobile app. Experience banking at your fingertips, anytime, anywhere. Bank near so you can go far with Stock Growers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. And don't forget to stick around for a post-game show. We will have a player of the game brought to you by Enbridge. Life takes energy. Enbridge, energy for life. Visit enbridge.com for career opportunities. And here we are, second half about to kick off here in Gwinner as the Sargent County Bulldogs, the home team, are ahead of the Mayport CG Patriots 12-8. And another score update, I guess, from Sao Paulo in Brazil, as the NFL has a game tonight here on Friday night as well. The Green Bay Packers are ahead of the Philadelphia Eagles 19-14 with 5 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the second quarter. Green Bay with the ball. And we'll get things here underway in Gwinner in just a minute. We'll be back with second half play.
Yeah, a group of remarkable people.
So when they needed us, the call is answered.
We need to get the right protection to as many people as we can.
We need to protect as many as we can.
We will.
We don't give up. Get the right protection for your lifestyle. Go to IRIinsurance.com to get a free quote and consultation.
And here we are at the beginning of the second half. And the Bulldogs kick the ball off. It falls a little short, right around the 32-yard line. And Beck will fall on top of it, and that is where we'll begin the second half of play. As the Bulldogs were first with the ball, scored first. Patriots came back with the ball, scored on their ensuing drive as well. And had a little bit of back and forth, a few punts. Charlie Hogness punched in for a 4-yard run. And with 9 minutes left in the second quarter. And here we are as the Patriots will take the field. They're going to spread it out again here with 2 off to the left, 2 to the right. Shotgun snap, and they'll snap it directly to Peterson as he'll plow ahead and bulldoze his way through for a gain of about 3 to 4 yards, a long 3 yards. We'll call it second and a long 6 here for Mayport CG on the direct snap to Peterson. And Patriots keep it spread out again. Twins off to the right and left. Fugelberg in the backfield. And he'll take the ball, and he'll keep it himself and dances around, but not before he's dragged down by the Bulldogs. And that was, once again, number 54, Colin Olson, on the stop. And that'll bring up third and about 4 yards to go for the Patriots as the clock keeps rolling here on the first drive of the third quarter. And the Patriots will line up in a shotgun with one to the right, a slot receiver on the right. Wide receiver on the left, slot on the right. And Bope comes in with a tackle for loss on the play, a loss of about a yard, bringing up fourth, and we'll call it a long 4, maybe 5 yards. Let's see, they're moving the pin a little bit here. And it'll be fourth and about 4 yards to go for the Patriots as the Bulldogs make a substitution here. And Fury comes in as Matthias checks out. And the Patriots are going to have trips off to the left. One man in the backfield, which is Corbin Schreiner. And he'll send him in motion, and it's actually DeBono that is lined up back there. Couldn't tell if they were going to maybe attempt to go for it there on that fourth down play. It sort of looked like they were set up for a little trickery there, but penalty on the play brings the ball back another 5 yards, bringing up 4th and 8, and I'm sure they will punt it here this time around as Trainer is deep to receive, and it's a good punt. Trainer backpedals, fields the ball right around the 28-yard line, brings the ball across the midfield, and he makes a few men miss before he's brought down right around the 39-yard line into Patriots territory, and the Bulldogs will have good field position on that one. And it'll be first down, 1st and 10 from the 39.5-yard line for Sargent County on their first drive here of the second half with 9 minutes and 31 seconds to go in the third quarter. And they will put it right on the 39 as the Bulldogs line up in an I with Hogness and Trainer in the backfield. And Zabin Olafson off to the right. Hoisted takes the snap. He'll give it to Hogness up on the right side, and he'll plow forward for about 4 yards on the play, bringing up 2nd and 6 for Sargent County. And Hoisted takes the play call in from Olson, and they line up in a similar formation. Olafson off to the right. And they'll hand the ball off to Trainer this time, and he makes a few men miss. It was a design play to maybe go just inside the 2 gap. He turns over to the left and picks up a nice gain, makes a few men miss. And Trainer will come off the field, but that'll be good enough for a Sargent County first down. And it'll be placed He got just enough for a first down, and the ball will be just on the other side of the 29-yard line for Sargent County. And same formation here for the Bulldogs. Lining up in the I. Wolfson off to the right. And Hoisted hands it off to Hognes, who's met right away by Peterson, it looked like. Cutler Peterson on the grab there. Hognes only able to get maybe a yard on the play, bringing up second and a long 9, we'll call it. Same formation. Hoisted calls a hard count. He pitches it off to the left, and drug forward Ryan Ing is able to pick up a decent gain here before brought down by a host of Patriots. And he'll pick up maybe 5 yards on the play, bringing up third and about 4 yards to go for Sargent County. And the Bulldogs hitting the run game hard here. Let's see if they change that up, and they do. Hoisted takes a few steps back, drops back. He's got a man downfield, but it's tipped by the defense, and Bope cannot quite get a hold of it. That was number 12, Gunnar Beck, on the tip. And a nice save there as Bope was pretty close to the end zone there. Could have been another 6, but that nice defensive play once again by Gunnar Beck. And the Bulldogs have got a 4th down and 4 situation ahead of them. And they'll stick with the similar I formation. One off to the right. And they'll pitch it off to Trainer on the left. And Trainer will get some yards, but he may be short of the line to gain. We'll see where they place him. And yes, he is about 2 yards short. And the Patriots will take over at the 20-yard line. On the Patriots side of the field, turnover on downs here for the Bulldogs, just a couple yards short of the yard to gain. Patriots take over with 6 minutes and 57 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Seeing if they can take advantage of the turnover on downs here of the Bulldogs and put a few more points on the board. And they're going to continue to spread things out a little bit. Twins to the left and right. And a low snap, and the ball is fumbled. It looks like it's loose. Fugelberg sort of bobbled that one a little bit as he was receiving it. And Peterson was running forward, anticipating that ball to hit his chest. But it came loose, and fortunately for the Patriots, they were able to get on top of it. And they get right back to the line of scrimmage on 2nd and 10, spreading everything out again, same formation. And the snap is low again. They get it to Peterson this time, but he is met with a handful of Bulldogs, but he plows his way through what could have been no gain. Peterson dives forward and gains about 5 yards on the play, bringing up 3rd and 5 for the Patriots. And they're quick to the line of scrimmage again. This time it looks like they're kind of keeping most guys here inside the box as they line up in a wishbone wing T type of formation, but they're going to step back to pass. Fugelberg has a man over on the sideline, and Gunnar Beck dives for the ball, not able to hold on to it. He may have been close to being out of bounds at that point anyway, and the Bulldogs will come up with another 3rd down stop here, bringing up 4th and 5 for the Patriots.
Trainer back to receive for the Bulldogs.
And they're getting up to the line of scrimmage pretty quick here, trying to maybe catch this Bulldog defense off guard a little bit. And he barely gets the punt off, but it's a good one. And Trainer catches it, but he bobbled the ball, was able to fall on top of it. And Trainer will get the ball here right at the 35-yard line, right where he was standing, and that is where the Bulldogs will take over with 5 minutes and 48 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And Hoisted takes the play call in from Olson here on the near side of the field. And the Bulldogs will have a receiver split off to the right and a receiver split off to the left and a shotgun formation with Trainer in the backfield. On the near side of the field here is number 84, Tristan Peterson. And Hoisted will keep the ball along the left side, and he'll get to the 40-yard line, pick up about 5 yards on the play, bringing up 2nd and 5 for Sargent County. And the Bulldogs will continue with the same formation. Peterson to the left. Zabin Olafson to the right. And they'll give the ball to Trainer, and Trainer will keep moving. Made a few men miss and drug one with him. And he'll gain about 4 yards on the play. They'll be about let's see where they decide to spot it. They've got it pretty close to that 45-yard line. And they may want to take a measurement here. So the ball appears, the nose of the ball is right on the edge of the 45-yard line. So we'll see what the chain gang comes up with here. Looks to be close. And they'll be just short. They'll be short about 3 inches or so.
Short about 3 inches.
And the Bulldogs will get up to the line here. They've got a play call ready to go as soon as it's ready. And we've got 3rd down and inches here for Sargent County. As Hoisted lines up under center with Trainer in the backfield. He'll keep it, and he'll easily get that 1st down for Sargent County to keep their drive alive. And they'll mark him down right around the 48-yard line on the Bulldog side of the field. 1st and 10, Sargent County. 4 minutes and 48 seconds to go here in the third quarter. So far, no score yet in the third quarter. Bulldogs first went up 6-0 in the first. Patriots came right back, scored a touchdown, and were a successful 2-point conversion. And later on in the second quarter, the Bulldogs were able to punch in another touchdown. No good 2-point conversion attempt, bringing us to the score that we're at here today. And Trainer will take the ball off onto the right. And he's got a little speed going on to the outside. He's got a 1st down and more before he is taken out. And it looks like probably Peterson got him on the far side of the field, but not before picking up a good 15 yards on the play. And Sargent County will have the ball right around the 34-yard line, right into Patriot territory here, as the clock keeps rolling here after the ball is set. Right around 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. And the Bulldogs will line up in a shotgun, Trainer in the backfield, and Olafson and Peterson off to the left and right. Shotgun snap, and it looks like Hoisted's going to take it, but the Patriots were all over that one. Justin Verwest on the sack, and that is a big loss there on the play, and that'll bring them back to the 41-yard line. So maybe even 42-yard line. And it'll be a sizable loss of about 8 yards on the play. 7-8 yard loss on the play on the sack by Verwest. And Hoisted takes the snap, drops back, throws the ball downfield, and just a little too far ahead of Bope on that one. And it'll bring up a 3rd and very long here for Sargent County, as Coach Olson looks through his playbook here to see what he can give Hoisted to keep this drive alive here for Sargent County, as Ryan Ing checks into the game and Jace Fury checks out. Ball on the 41-yard line in Mayport CG Patriot territory. The Bulldogs have 2 off to the right, and Trainer is one of them. Hoisted rolls to his right, passes off to his left to Bope, but the ball does hit the ground before Bope is able to pick it up. And that'll be an incomplete pass for Sargent County, bringing up 4th and about 17, 18 yards here to go. And the Bulldogs will send in their punt crew. Gunnar Beck is back deep to receive. And Hoisted on the Bulldog side. Quarterback, punter, can be a dangerous threat there, but we'll see. I'm sure the Bulldogs will punt it away, and they do. And a decent punt here off to the far side of the field. Takes one bounce before picked up by Beck, but he's met by the Bulldogs. Looks like Ryan Ing was over there, as well as Colin Olson, I believe, on the tackle. And the Patriots have got a long ways to go here as they're inside the 10-yard line in their own territory here with 2 minutes and 54 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And they'll spot it right around the 7-yard line. And once again, they'll spread out their offense, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. And he'll take a low snap, and Fugelberg looks downfield, pumps once, pumps twice, has got a man downfield, but he overshot him. Pretty close coverage by Trainer as well. And down deep was Gunnar Beck on the pass attempt. The attempted pass to Gunnar Beck. Goes over his head a little ways and will be 2nd and 10 from the 7-yard line. As Luke Munn comes in and Marcus Mathias checks in. Luke Munn comes out. Once again, the Patriots are spreading the field out here. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Peterson in the backfield. Flugelberg takes the pass, and he gives it to short pass over to Peterson. Peterson is able to pick up a few yards on the play, but it'll be 3rd and about 6 yards to go. 4 or 5 yard gain maybe on the play. And Fugelberg takes the call in as the Patriots head to the line. Once again, spread out. And it comes to him. They'll give it to Peterson right up the gut, and he's met right away by Colin Olson and crew. And it appears that he'll be short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th and about 1 yard to go as the clock keeps ticking here in the third quarter. Down around the 16-yard line. It looks like maybe even a little less than a yard to go. And they'll keep it tight here as the offense is all in the box. Fugelberg takes a step back. There's 5 seconds left on the play clock, and they'll hand the ball off up the middle, and the Bulldogs swarm the ball, and I don't know that he got the yard to gain. He may have been short. We will see. There was a lot of jerseys in the area.
I would say Peterson. I couldn't tell you though. Peterson with the carry.
And they'll probably come out to measure this one as the Bulldogs were right there. that looked like it may have actually been Doctor on it. It was kind of hard to tell where from right up here in the booth who got the ball. But they'll take the sticks out, and they tighten the chain, and they are short. The Bulldogs will take over on that 4th down. Turnover on downs. The Bulldogs will have excellent field position here late in the 3rd quarter. And they'll be right around the 16-yard line, I believe. And Sargent County trying to capitalize here on this excellent field position. One receiver off to the right. Hoisted hands the ball off to Hognes up the middle, and he is stopped by Corbin Schreiner. And he'll advance the ball probably about 3 yards here, bringing up 2nd and 7 for Sargent County. High formation again for Sargent County. The lone wide receiver off to the right, Zabin Olafson. Hoisted takes the ball, pitches it off to the left to Trainer. Trainer cuts back, goes up the middle. He's got a hole, and he's going in for the touchdown. James Trainer put it in the end zone for touchdown number 2 with 30 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. On a 16-yard scamper, James Trainer, touchdown number 2 for the day. And the Bulldogs are up 18-8 here in the 3rd. Two-point conversion attempt here. And Hoisted takes a snap. He pitches it off to Hognes, I believe. And does not make the yardage needed for the two-point conversion. Another two-point conversion fail here for Sargent County. And here we are, Mayport CG 8, Sargent County 18. We've got 30 seconds to go left in the 3rd quarter. We'll be back in just a minute.
On relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District.
Back here in Gwinner, as the Bulldogs kick it off, it's fielded by Gunnar Beck, and Gunnar Beck goes from left back to the center of the field before he's brought down right around the 38-yard line, and that is where the Patriots will start with 24 seconds remaining left in the 3rd quarter here in Gwinner.
Patriots will start on the 37-yard line.
So the Bulldogs capitalized on a short field after a 4th down attempt. It was 4th and less than a yard for the Patriots, and the Bulldogs got a big stop right around the 16-yard line, and James Trainer did what he does and was able to evade some defensemen and march right into the end zone here right in the middle of the field. Flugelberg takes the pass, and good pressure on defense there by Sargent County. In there was Logan Bope on the pressure, and the pass falls short. Couldn't tell exactly who the intended receiver was, as Bope had kind of got a hand on it and his body before the ball was released So the ball fell plenty short. Spiegelberg takes the play in from Coach Adam Sola. 9th year with the Patriot program, former assistant coach here for the Sargent County Bulldogs, actually Milner North Sargent Bulldogs at the time. Been with the Patriots program for 9 years, and it's his 8th year as head coach, visiting here, kind of a homecoming for Sargent County and a homecoming for Coach Sola, as we've got a timeout here on the field. Timeouts here, of course, tonight are brought to you by Bank North. Good sportsmanship is a valuable trait that goes far beyond the game. For Bank North is achieved by helping our customers pursue their dreams and financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities. It's values-based banking. To learn more, visit ibanknorth.com, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. 20 seconds remaining here in the third quarter, as we've got a 2nd and 10 here. And the Patriots again are going to spread this field out. 4 men on the defensive line for Sargent County, 3 on the offensive line for the Patriots, as they bring pressure to Fugelberg, and Bope gets close to him again, but the pass does fall incomplete just through Beck's hands. That one was right about there, but good defensive play as well, right along the sideline on the far side. It was about not quite a first down throw. And then that incompletion will bring up 3rd down and 10 yards to go for the Patriots. As the Bulldog defense, the sideliners here, right by the booth, making a little noise for their defense on this big 3rd down play. 2 receivers off to the left, 1 to the near side. And Fugelberg takes a snap, passes it off here to the near side, but that falls short. Once again, that ball was intended for Gunnar Beck. And we've got another 4th down for the Patriots, 4th and 10. And 10 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And they've got Dibino back, so it looks like they'll line up at least to punt. And James Trainer is set deep to receive. And he does kick the ball off. And Trainer lets it bounce once, bounce twice, and has kind of a sideways bounce to about the 29-yard line, which is where Sargent County will take over on their next possession with 21 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Check that. They'll have the ball right at the 30. And the Bulldogs will line up in their I formation. Olafson off to the right, and they'll pitch it to the right to Trainer. And Trainer waits for some blocks, but he's met by a crowd of Patriots. And brought down for a loss there on the play of about 1 yard, bringing up 2nd and 11. And that is the end of the third quarter here in Gwinner. Our score, Sargent County 18, visiting Mayport CG Patriots 8. We'll be back in just a minute.
K12.nd.us. Now available, the 2024 R&J Sports Fall Sports Guide. The digital version of the R&J Sports Fall Sports Guide is available at rjbroadcasting.com. This year, featuring schedules for the fall sports teams in the region, along with photos, coaches' bios, and highlights from the 2023 season and the fall broadcast schedule for R&J Sports and YourLiveEvent.com.
The digital version of the 2024 RNJ Sports Guide is available now at rjbroadcasting.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app.
All right, we're back here in Gwinner, North Dakota with the Sargent County Bulldogs, who are 1-1, hosting the 1-1 Mayport CG Patriots. We've got a 2nd and 11 here to start the fourth quarter. 12 minutes back on the clock for the remainder of the game. And Hoisted takes a snap, has Trainer and for a short pass, and looks like he may have gained about 4 yards to go. Or gained about 4 yards, maybe 5 on the play. Bringing up 3rd and about 6 yards to go. 6 to 7 yards to go here.
Correction, number 6, Nielsen.
As Nielsen makes a stop on the play, Sargent County comes back out on the field, spread out with 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Ryan Ing in the backfield. Hoisted takes the snap, rolls off to his right, goes back to center, and he's got Trainer downfield, and Trainer comes up with the ball. He's got it at the 20, and no men to beat. Trainer is gone. Sargent County Bulldogs with 6 more points on the board, and a huge play to put Sargent County up another 6 with 11:05 to go here in the third quarter. And it has been a few big plays here that have made the difference for the Bulldogs getting the ball downfield. James Trainer with that reception in for 6. And the Bulldogs will attempt a extra point for the first time this evening. And Hoisted kicks the ball right through the uprights. And that was good from a ways away. So Sargent County will pull ahead 25-8. With 11 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter.
Hi, this is Jim, and along with Bernie, we're inviting RNJ Broadcasting Incorporated listeners to join us on a tour of the Hawaiian Islands, February 22nd through March 3rd. The Big Island will be part of this trip while taking in the breathtaking views of Oahu, the Big Island, and Maui. Enjoy the perfect balance between scheduled activities mixed with personal leisure time. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ to learn more about this tour, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Hi, I'm Preston Ettinger with Lux Wealth Advisors in Mayville. At Lux Wealth Advisors, we believe financial planning is about more than numbers. It's about your future. We provide small town service with big company resources.
Hi, my name is Hunter Torgerson at Lux Wealth Advisors. As your neighbors, we understand the unique challenges you face.
Whether you're saving for your child's education, planning for retirement, or starting a business, we're here to help every step of the way.
With personalized strategies tailored just for you, we help turn your financial dreams into achievable goals. Lux Wealth Advisors, your trusted partner for a brighter financial future.
Don't let your autumn project list fall to pieces. Make those projects.
And back here in Gwinner, the Bulldogs kicked off here. And the ball went to number 13, Colton Johansson. And they'll start this drive right around the 35-yard line. And they pitch it off to the left side there. as Schreiner gets no gain on the play, maybe even a loss of a half a yard on that one. Bringing up second and a long 10. And Marshall Weigelt checks out. Marshall Weigelt checks in. And the Patriots have got 4 men in the backfield here. As Fugelberg takes the snap, and he'll hand it off right away, off to Schreiner on the left. And he will advance forward to close to the first down marker. Might be a little bit short. Bringing up 3rd and 1. Mayport CG keeps everyone in the box in a tight wing tee. And he'll keep the ball. Fugelberg drives forward, and he's got the first down plus a little bit more. He'll have forward progress on it, and it should be a first down at Mayport CG. Gets about 3 yards on the play. Charlie Hogneson on the tackle. Clock stops momentarily until the ball is set on a first down here in high school football. And the clock rolls here with 9:23 to go in the 4th. And 4 men in the backfield again. Flugerborg takes the ball. He steps back to pass, looking for a man. He's got one. That's number 11, Connor Doctor, on the reception. And he will get close to the first down marker. And he'll be a and there was a holding on offense that will put the Patriots back to a first down and 20 after what would have been an almost first down play. Instead turns into a first down for a lot more yards backed up. So with 9:10 to go, the Patriots take the ball on about a 1st and 20. 4 men off into the backfield. Flugerberg takes a snap. He hands it off right away to Schreiner. And Schreiner goes around to the right side, picks up a few yards on the play. And gain of about 5 yards, bringing up 2nd and 15 for Mayport CG. Four men in the backfield. Flugelberg hands the ball right off right away to Peterson. And Peterson dozes his way forward, almost back to the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd and probably still a little over 10, about 11 yards to go. And the clock keeps on rolling. Once again, 4 men in the backfield with Flugelberg taking the snap. It's a low snap and got a little bit of pressure. And the ball comes up, and he does make the catch. Number 12, Gunnar Beck on the catch right on the sideline. And he's ruled in. And it'll be a first down for Mayport CG, converting on a 15-yard to go scenario. And the ball will be spotted right around the 39-yard line. And the Patriots will spread things out a little bit here this time. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Peterson in the backfield with Flugelberger. Flugelberger takes the ball, runs around to his right, but he is sacked for a loss. Logan Bope with another one on the board, and he is getting after it tonight, causing a little bit of problems for Flugelberg in the backfield when he needs a little time to make a pass. He's been right there all night long. And they'll line up in a wing tee. Flugelberg looks back to pass, and just over the hands. It did hit the hands of Dibino, but wasn't quite able to hold on to it. If it would have been a couple inches shorter, I think he might have been able to snag that one. The incompletion brings up a 3rd and about 15 yards for the Patriots. As Luke Mund, sorry, not Luke Mund, brother of Luke Mund, Robert Mund, checks out of the game. Line up again with everybody in the box. Flugelberg takes the snap, drops back to throw, and coverage on there by the Bulldogs. Wyatt Degenstein has a good coverage downfield of Connor Doctor, and the incompletion will bring up another 4th and long for the Patriots. With the incomplete pass, the clock stops at 6:38 to go here in the game. And they are showing a punt formation here, and they will. Dibino has a relatively short punt, takes a Bulldog bounce, and the ball will settle right around the 20-yard line where the Bulldogs will take over. We'll be back in just a minute.
Mayport Hardware. Tim, the project pro, and his team will make sure you get not just the right tool or part, they'll also give you the tips and tricks to tackle that list once and for all. Plus, they've got plenty of essentials for fall cleanup and a grill or 2 for those pregame cookouts. You've always got a lot more going for you at Mayport Hardware. Trail County's Hardware Hank on Main Street.
And the Bulldogs take over here with 6 minutes and 31 seconds to go, up 25-8 over Mayport CG at the 20-yard line. Their side of the field lined up in an I formation. Hoisted keeps the ball, and not sure if that was if the ball was maybe a little bit loose and he decided to keep it, or that was a designed run. But he lost about 2 yards on the play. But the clock keeps rolling here in Gwinner. We'll bring you some scores from around the region, both regions, Region 1 and 2, as well as other 9-man scores and some 11-man A and AA. We'll check in on that Packers-Eagles game as well. And Hoisted pitches it off to the left to Trainer. Trainer's got a little bit of room to run, and he dives forward towards the out of bounds. After picking up about 4 or 5 yards on the play, maybe 6 yards on the play. We've got a 3rd and about 5 to go for Sargent County. Trainer on the day with 3 touchdowns, 1 in the first, 5-yard run, a 16-yard scamper in the 3rd quarter towards the end, and then toward the beginning of the 4th quarter, pass from Hoisted all the way downfield, a 60-plus yard touchdown. And the ball goes to Hognes on 3rd down. And he picks up a couple, bringing it to 4th and about 3 with 5:27 left to go in the game. And I'm assuming they'll let this play clock kind of wind down. 25 seconds to go on the play clock. And they're trying to get to the line fast as there's 4 seconds to go. And we have a flag on the play before that clock had gone down to 0. And that was an encroachment on Mayport CG. That will give the Bulldogs a first down and keep this drive alive. And Sargent County can sort of try and whittle this play clock down, hoping to improve to 2-1 as we are under 5 minutes to go here in the game. And Hoisted will take the snap, and he'll hand it off to Trainer in the backfield. Trainer will forge forward for a few more yards on the day. And he'll pick up about 4, bringing it to 2nd and 6 for Sargent County. Looking ahead next week for the Mayport CG Patriots, they take on the #1 ranked Lemoore Litchville Marion. And that'll be a home game for the Patriots. Bulldogs line up in a I formation with one to the far side. The ball goes off to Hognes, but he is stopped before the whistle. And he'll pick up maybe a half a yard on the play to a yard, bringing it to 3rd and a long 5. Hoisted takes the play call in from Olson. And they'll try to work this play clock down. 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the contest. And the ball is handed off to Trainer. Trainer will chew away a couple of more yards, keeping that play clock rolling. And it'll be 4th and about 3, a long 3 yard, maybe 4 yards to go, 3.5, 4 yards to go. And Bulldogs line up in their I formation. 7 seconds left to go on the clock. And there was a little movement there. It looked like Bope may have moved a little bit there on the right side tight end. And that'll move the ball back about another 5 yards. Bringing up 4th and long for Sargent County. 2 minutes and 46 seconds remaining. Next week, the Sargent County Bulldogs will be in Milner for another home game against the team to the east, Wyndmere Lidgerwood, the Warbirds. And that was a short punt, went out of bounds just past the line to gain, putting the ball around the 45-yard line in Bulldog territory. So a little bit shorter field to work with for Coach Sola and crew with 2 minutes and 41 seconds remaining. And the extra point attempt that was completed, the only extra point after a touchdown that was completed by the Bulldogs, and the fault. The snap went a little bit away from Fugelberg, and it'll be a loss on the play of about 9 yards. The Sargent County Bulldogs will be playing Wyndmere Lidgerwood Warbirds next week. Kind of a newly revived rivalry. One of the closer teams that Sargent County has to play, although it's a home game. And Peterson goes forward here for a few extra yards, bringing up 3rd and 15 to go as the clock keeps winding down with 1 minute and 56 seconds remaining. Bulldogs make a substitution. And Bugelberg drops back, sees a man downfield, and he's just a little long of his wide receiver. That was Connor Doctor. And James Traynor was right there with him, and the ball sailed a little long for Doctor. 4th down and about 15 yards to go for Mayport CG. And with that extra point, as I was saying earlier, was a key point there, making it a 3-score game for sure. So we are likely looking here at a loss on the column for the Patriots and a W here for the Bulldogs as the handoff goes to Peterson. And Boat misses the tackle, and Peterson keeps going, and the ball is loose, and Sargent County recovers it. Fury with the grab as Peterson loses the ball, and that should do it here with 1 minute and 33 seconds to go. We've got a 17-point game. It's a 3-score game here in Gwinner, and the Bulldogs will take the ball over right at the 35-yard line in their territory. So I imagine Coach Olson will be taking a knee here and drain this play clock down. Maybe a knee. He might need to run it with 1:33 to go. Hoisted will take a knee, and that'll put drain 40 more seconds off the clock. A few more snaps, and this one should be over here from Gwinner. Don't forget to join us here after the game. We will see if we can grab the winning coach and bring him upstairs here to have a little recap of the game. And we'll announce a player of the game brought to you by Enbridge. And that play clock winds down a little bit more. 5 seconds to go. 53 on the clock. And Hoisted takes another knee. That'll reset it to 40. And they should be able to finish this one out here.
Sponsor this evening, Chris Matthias. We'd like to thank Stock Growers Bank for the free popcorn.
Hoisted takes the one more knee here, and that should do it here from Gwinner. Final score of this evening, Sargent County 25, Mayport CG 8. Stick around for after the game. We will have a post-game show and recap some of the scores reported in around the state and get that player of the game up here as well as Coach Olson. We'll be back after a few minutes.
Milner Grain understands that agriculture is your livelihood, and we're committed to providing you with the highest quality of services to meet your farming needs. Milner Grain has a passion for our community and the farmers we serve. Milner Grain is locally owned and operated. When you're looking for a partner in the field, look to Milner Grain. Call 701-427-5284 or check out Milner Grain's app with current up-to-date prices. Milner Grain is here to help you and your farm grow.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we remain true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Visit with Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent in Hillsborough.
The Sargent Central Dollars for Scholars chapter is a nonprofit foundation that supports academic success in the community. The mission is to mobilize the community on behalf of post-secondary education success for the students. Dollars for Scholars chapters help hometown students achieve their educational goals by raising scholarship funds, establishing endowments, and more. For more information, scan the QR code on screen or stop by the Sargent Central School District. Tonight's sponsor for the Sargent Central Dollars for Scholars is Full Circle Egg.
Sargent Central Public School, helping others create themselves things and opportunities. It's home to a variety of wonderful opportunities, including a 24/7, 365 community wellness center, a 3rd through 12th grade smart lab, free pre-kindergarten, 1-to-1 student devices, and 12 weeks paid parental leave. For more information, please visit sargentcentral.org. Good luck, athletes, and good luck, Sargent County Bulldogs. Together is Central.
Back here in Gwinner, final score tonight, Sargent County 25, Mayport CG 8. Homecoming here for the Bulldogs. They were able to pull away with a win, advancing to 2-1 on the season. And the Mayport CG Patriots fall to 1-2. Next week, the Patriots are going to be playing host to Lemoore Litchfield Marion, and Sargent County will be playing host to Wyndmere Lidgerwood. Let's check in here with a few scores from around 9-man here today. Wyndmere Lidgerwood right now snaked away with a win, 28-26. That is the final score against Griggs Mid-Coda. That game was played in Wyndmere. Cavalier, another 2-point victory, 26-24 over Hatton Northwood. Hankinson defeats Enderlin 61-18. Number 1 ranked Lemoore Litchfield Marion comes away with a 73-14 victory over Maple River. Tri-State picks up its first win of the season, beating Richland 39-21. And coming over to the New Rockford Cheyenne, number 5 ranked New Rockford Cheyenne defeats number 2 ranked North Prairie 60-14. As mentioned earlier, that will probably affect a little bit of the polls moving forward here. And number 4 South Border convinces 4 minutes left of the game, 44-6 over Standing Rock Community. Hopping over in the 11A division, a couple of games going on around the state, around the area. Kindred picks up a 48-0 victory over Lisbon. Thompson comes out with a win, 28-14 over Hillsborough Central Valley. Ellendale Edgeley Column defeats Oaks 28-20. And the Central Cass Northern Cass game is still going on. The number 2 Squirrels are up 42-20 with a few minutes left of the game. And Langdon area Edmore Munich snakes out with a win, 43-22 over Harvey Wells County. Over to the AA division, Wahpeton loses to Minot North, 35-21. Devils Lake on top and defeats Valley City 27-12. And other scores here, we can't forget Friday night we've got an NFL game going on this evening down in Brazil. And as of right now, the Packers are on top of the Eagles 26-24 with 8 minutes and 47 seconds left in the third quarter. This week's Enbridge Player of the Game goes to James Traynor. James Traynor with 2 touchdowns on the ground and 1 from the sky from a pass from Michael Hoisted in the fourth quarter to kind of help give the Bulldogs the advantage, at least 2-point advantage to 16 points, and then Sargent County ended up with a extra point success to put them up by 3 scores, and that did it here for the Bulldogs. Once again, final score 25-8, Sargent County over Mayport CG. I'm going to try and see if I can get Coach Olson up here for a quick interview. post-game interview. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Parenting is hard for all of us. And so providing those little resources that we can share for those conversations that are hard to have and to kind of be that icebreaker for both professionals, parents, and then open up that conversation to the more engaging conversation that's needing to be had.
Being a parent myself, oftentimes it's the simple things that make a difference.
As a busy parent myself, just engaging with your kids, making it an everyday thing so they know that you're there, they can always come to you when those difficult situations do arise.
Contact Trail District Health Unit in Hillsborough for more information.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us. The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make...
And here we are back at North Sargent High School after the victory over Mayport CG Patriots. The Sargent County Bulldogs came on top with a victory, 25-8. It's homecoming week. We got Coach Olson up here. Coach, how do you feel after this win?
Relieved, relieved. We didn't have the greatest week of practice here this week. It was kind of squished a little bit with Labor Day weekend and the JV game on Tuesday. So it's good to have this one behind us and beat a pretty good team in Mayport, and hopefully we can celebrate this for a day and come back, get ready to work on Monday for the Warbirds next week.
Yeah, absolutely. It kind of seemed like looking at the score and you take away some big plays, this game was a little closer. It kind of felt like at times than what the scoreboard sort of shows. Couple of big plays, that little trickery play that you had there. It's having a kid like Jace Fury back there that you can sort of lean on to make a couple of those passes every once in a while. That was a huge play that sort of helped break things open a little bit for you guys.
Jace is pretty upset that Logan got chased down from behind because he really wanted that touchdown pass. But no, we kind of set it up nicely. And we'd been practicing that for a week or two, and you know what, worked as well as what it did in practice, and Logan was able to slip out, but just couldn't get to the end zone. So he's going to be when we watch film on Monday, he's going to be getting some grief about that one. But no, it was good, that one, and the one that kind of clinched things was James's corner out here that Michael. The line picked up a blitz, I think, on that one, and Michael sat in the pocket and threw a great ball, and James was able to just get underneath it and take it to the house. So, I thought defensively after that first drive, our guys really stepped up and played well. Just stopping the run and bending but not break. They made some plays here and there, but overall it was a pretty good effort. I was happy with the guys. Yeah.
I think I remember that phrase, bend but not break, from about 20 years ago, Coach.
You're dating us now, Bryce.
Logan Boat on the defensive line. He came in and got in Fugelberg's face a lot of times, caused a lot of disruption. What's it been like seeing him sort of progress here this year in football and put together, I think, a really good defensive game for him.
Well, he's kind of been waiting in the shadows after the last couple of years of playing behind Josh and Luke, and we knew that he's kind of that player. He's a tall, lanky kid who's got some quickness around the edge, and he was in Fugelberg's face a handful of times and made him rush his throws. I think he had a few that he'd like to have back. That he almost took the handoff on that reverse where he just slowed up just a half step, and he knew that he could have had a big one on that one. But no, Logan's progressing, and that's what we want. We just want to keep seeing them improve.
Yeah, absolutely. And a little bit of the run game at times kind of struggled. I didn't tally up the yards. Trainer. At times was getting some yards and then not, but boy, he came through on obviously racking up 3 touchdowns here today. Made plays when they counted and was able to make that nice catch. What's the year one coming back from football to second year looked like in practice and in games for James?
Well, he's one of our go-to players. Yep. And we said last week, I looked at the stats, and I think we said he had 12 touches last week. And we said, you know what, if he's our go-to player, we got to get the ball to him more, whether that's, on the ground game, and we wanted to get that established a little bit more here this week. We couldn't get to 44. He was blowing stuff up. Their linebacker and defensive tackle, Peterson. So he made life difficult and just ate up some blocks that allowed their linebackers to flow and make some plays on James. But no, we said it here after last week that we need to get the ball to James more and maybe a few too many times here tonight. But you got a horse, you ride him.
You bet. No, he. Went down on the field a little bit earlier. I think everybody held their breath a little bit, but he popped back in it and got on the field and made some big, great plays. So it's always good to see. Coach, we got another win. Congratulations. You got Wyoming-Lidgerwood next week.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Now we're moving into region play. In Wyoming-Lidgerwood, I think they would say they probably gave that one away a little bit against Mayport that first week, turning the ball over as much as what they did. And Coach Stringy, he's going to pull out a couple stops. We know that we'll see something next week that we haven't seen on film. And, Coach Stringy, he's a great coach, great program. We got our work cut out for us, but the guys are going to be chomping at the bit to get back to the Warbirds next week.
You bet. Warbirds did come away with a victory tonight, 28-26 against Griggs Dakota. So we'll have a couple of 2-1 teams battling out in Milner next Friday. Coach, congratulations on the win. Well done. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, Bryce.
That was Coach Olson with the Sargent County Bulldogs. That will conclude the post-game show. Thank you for joining us here on your live event. We'll see you next week.